Hello everyone, and I am back for another first impressions video. This time I am doing a first impression on the new Covergirl Outlast 3-in-1 foundation. I have heard a lot of raves about this on YouTube and I definitely had to go pick it up. I'm looking for a new foundation for summer, which is like coverage. I've been using the Revlon Color Stay Whip foundation forever now, which you guys know because I just posted foundation routine with it, and I wanted to try something else, so this is what I picked up. So this claims to be lasting power of a primer, coverage of a concealer, and blendability of a foundation in one, and shine free. So I'm really excited to try this. The color I am in is 932, which I think it's just a number. I don't think it says like what color. So I'm hoping this matches because it kind of matched my hand, but it went a little darker after, so I don't know. And this also has a sunscreen with SPF 20, which is awesome because I'm really trying to protect my skin this summer. I'm not tanning any of my face. I'm trying to only use like self tanners and keep my skin looking young and youthful as long as possible. So that's another plus. I'm just hoping that this won't have like much white cast in photos. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Also, I have a bad breakout right now, so this I thought would be the most opportune time to try this out to see what the coverage is and if I do need a concealer after putting this on or not, because I'm definitely going to try just putting this on and see how it covers up the breakouts that I have on my cheeks and the redness I have over here that just doesn't ever go away. I really like the packaging. I like that it has a pump, which is awesome. I love concealers that come with a pump. I just feel that I'm not wasting as much when I'm using it, and it's just more clean and tidy, and I really like it to be more clean. Like, I don't like that the Revlon Color Stay, the liquid one, doesn't have a pump and you're having to pour it, and I feel like I pour out too much and then it gets all gunky around the lid, and I feel like this will be much more clean. Another thing I like it is this has a lock feature where you can lock it, so this will not push down. So if for some reason I lost the lid, like I most likely will because I tend to, I still have the option to have the lock feature where you can see I am hitting this pretty hard and it will not go down. Now I don't suggest doing that, but yeah. So I definitely like that feature about it, and yeah, I think it's just a nice little packaging and cute and all that jazz. Alright, so let's get started and see how this works. So the way I like to apply some of my foundations, I just like to squirt it onto my hand. So it is actually quite thick. It's not super runny or anything, which I guess is nice if it's supposed to be full coverage. And I'm just looking in the viewfinder here, so I wasn't sure how much I would need, so I only put one pump on. There we go. So I can definitely see applying this that it is like a full coverage foundation, because you can see the redness that was there is really getting covered up, which is nice, but it doesn't feel super thick on my skin. Like when I apply the Revlon Color Stay in the like foundation thing, I find that it is super thick. And that's one of the only flaws. That's why I like the whipped one a lot better. So the one thing I hate about buying drugstore foundations is you can never tell if it's gonna match your skin, and I think this is okay because my skin is pretty light and I usually bronze it up with bronzer anyways, so I'm just going to apply one more pump to my hand and get a little more just where I need a more fuller coverage, because I have a really bad breakout on my cheeks. I'm just gonna bring it down to my neck. So I wanted to zoom in for you guys so you can really see the coverage of this foundation. As I told you again, I'm having a really bad breakout, and yeah, you can see it really covers up a lot of the redness, like more than any foundation I've ever used. I usually have to apply a lot more. Like this one is a little bit bigger. The redness is really covered up and it sets really flawlessly. I did notice though, after this is dried, I just looked in the mirror and it is a little bit darker than when I first put it on. But that's not too bad because yeah, it still blends in. Like you can see it blends. My neck's a little darker because I'll have to bronze up my face a bit, but it still blends in really nicely. And it's not like, it is a very matte finish, and it's not like I don't have any shine, which I usually like. I have the oily T-zone spots, but I'm still going to use a powder because I like to use a powder to actually bronze up my face a little bit. So I'm going to do that and put on my normal makeup, and I'll let you know how this looks after I'm finished with my makeup and kind of do something about my eyes. So yeah, but as for the beginning, this foundation, I just like the way it looks on my skin. Like it does give a very flawless finish. Of course, if you didn't have a breakout like me, it'd be a lot more flawless and you wouldn't have the little bumps, but as far as redness and that goes, it has really covered that up. Okay, now that I have all my makeup on and set, I just wanted to give you guys another show at like how good this looks. Like I am just so happy with it. It really does give a really good flawless coverage. Of course, if you didn't have breakouts like me all the time because my hormones are up to here, it would probably look a lot better, but even with my breakouts, it still covers a lot. I haven't added any concealer on top of this, so all this redness going away is just from the foundation itself. I also took a picture of myself right after applying this foundation, and as you can see, even with the SPF in the foundation, there is no white cast in my photos, which is awesome because no one wants to look pasty white when they're going to be out taking pictures of themselves. Anyways, I am so sorry I forgot to film an outro, so I hope you guys like this video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!